we return to the waters of the Pacific Ocean, to the country island paradise of New Zealand, where these 16 castaways are about to be abandoned, left to fend for themselves. They come with nothing but their clothes on their back and their own unique story. They must learn to adapt, or they're voted from the tribe. In the end, only one will remain to claim the $1 million prize and the title of sole survivor. But this time, the game is different. This time, more hidden immunity idols will complicate strategy like never seen before. Which of these 16 castaways will rise to the occasion and beat the twist of the idol? We will find out. 39 days, 16 people, 1 survivor. Welcome to the 4th season of Survivor. Yeah, let's do this. Well, another enthusiastic bunch. Looks like everyone wants to play Survivor. Alright, you guys are the 16 people that will compete this season, and I must tell you, this season is different. How, Jeff? Yeah, what's different about this season? This season, there will be one hidden immunity idol hidden at both camps. Once the idol is played, it will be re-hidden at that camp. There will be one hidden at the merge camp when we get there as well. That's all the information I will give you. Here is a map to your tribe. Head on out. So we're standing there waiting for the game to start. Jeff's going away saying his usual things, and then he says to us, this season we'll have one idol hidden at both camps. Once the idol is found, it will be re-hidden. So there's 2 idols, one at each camp, which adds elements of danger. And then once that idol is played, it's then re-hidden. So that makes strategy complicated, but overall, I hopefully will be able to overcome this twist and rise to the occasion and win the game. So at the moment, we'll just see how it goes. So this is camp. Yeah, pretty nice place. So, introductions first. Yep, I'm not opposed to it. Okay, let's get started. So we arrive at camp, and the tribe decides, hey, it's time to do some introductions. I'm cool with it, as introductions early in the game are very important, as it allows us to, it allows me to figure out who I can really connect with. So I need to be paying attention in these early stages of this game. Otherwise, I could be on the back foot early on. Okay, I'll start. I'm Liz, I'm a chef. I'm Steve, and I'm an art teacher. I'm Veronica, I own my own costume store. Oh, interesting. I'm Jim, I'm a mechanic. I'm Phoebe, I'm a zoologist. Cool. Well, I'm Dave, I'm a football coach. Interesting. I'm Allison, and I ride skateboards. That leaves me. I'm Carl, and I fly helicopters. Okay, I guess we get on to shelter. Yep. Alright, let's do it. So we got the shelter built. I think it'll be good enough for the 8 of us. I don't know how good its sturdy it will be. There's definitely been better shelters in Survivor. But me and Dave really managed to bond a little bit during the building process, so I think me and him and maybe a few others should make a majority alliance, and then we'll go from there. as making alliances early on is very important in this game. Okay, I think the 5 of us will make a good alliance. I'm down. Yeah, I'm good for that. Yeah. Okay, so if we're going to go for targets, well, Steve is kind of the oldest. He might be a bit of a liability. Allison doesn't seem very strong, and Carl I'm honestly intimidated by because he's very, very strong. And so, well, if we do lose the first challenge, then it will just be one of them. Simple as that. Okay, so I'm in a 5-person alliance, and hopefully that goes through because it means I'm out in front early in this game. I don't intend to hold back early. I intend to dominate early on, so then people will get intimidated by me and think, if I oppose him, well, that's a bad thing, so I'd rather be with him. I think if we are to lose, it would probably be Steve or Allison, as they're probably going to be the weakest. But I don't want to cancel out Carl, as he's very intimidating, unless he does comes up to me and says, hey bro, you want to work together, then maybe I could consider not voting him out. But at the moment, I think I'm in a very good situation. Well, that was interesting. Yeah, I don't mind doing it, but Dave and Veronica are starting to play a bit hard. I mean, I don't mind Veronica, but Dave especially is playing very, very hard, very early on. Yeah, I mean, a 5-person alliance early in the game's alright, but, I think we need to keep our eyes open. So, me and Phoebe get along very well together. We're in a 5-person alliance. And we're considering keeping our eyes open, but I think me and her are going to play the majority of the game together. But at the back of my mind, I'm thinking, Idol, where is it? I don't want to go looking around, because no one else is looking, so that might put a target on my back. So, well, while the idol is in the back of my mind, I need to really pick my chances to pounce. When there's no one watching, maybe at night's the best time to look, but I want to find that idol because idols in this game mean power. So the other 5 seem tight. Yeah, that's bad for us. Well, if we stick together, we can try and make something happen. What do you say? I'm down. Yeah, cool. Alright, the 3 of us try and work together, see if we can make something happen. Yep. Okay, it's day 1. I'm off to a bad start. But, maybe that's good for me. Maybe staying under the radar early is alright. Obviously, I need a majority alliance, but, I don't want to come out really early. Maybe in a couple more rounds, I'll start poking my head into the race. But I know strategically I've got the game down, and I'm not scared to blindside or backstab people, because I will do it. And I want to slowly take control of this game. And when I take control of this game, if you're against me, you're in trouble. Alright, I'm going to come out right and say it. I'm pissed off. I mean, I'm one of the most physical people in this tribe, and I'm not even in a majority alliance. Can't get my emotions the best of me, so I need to stay calm. I'm out here. I don't really make a lot of money as a helicopter pilot. I do make money when I fly them, but I don't fly them very often. I'm struggling to find work right now, and so I need this money. And if I'm not in an alliance, a majority alliance, I'm in a bad place, and that makes me a bit annoyed. But if I go around yelling at people, saying, why am I not in the majority alliance, then that put a target on my back, and I can't have that right now. So, how long have you been a zoologist for? About 6 years. Oh, that's pretty interesting, actually. Physically, I'm not going to be the strongest person. I know I'm a skateboarder, but you don't have to be strong for that. I just need to be agile, which I am. So, the only way I can see myself staying in the game for a while is build some social connections. I think Phoebe's the perfect person to try and, get some social connections with, so maybe potentially I can get her to flip. But at the moment, I want to play a bit of a quiet game early on and just focus on my social game, because in season past, social people do make it a long way into the game, and I want to be one of those people. I want to be remembered for that. Currently, I feel like an outsider, as there's only one person in my tribe I really connect with, and that's Jim. Because right now I just, everybody else is kind of question marks with me. I mean, Veronica, I can see myself getting along with her. I've had no conversations with Liz. Dave's a big threat. Carl and Steve, well, I don't even know like who they are. And Allison's the other person I've had conversations with, which is fine, but socially she could be a big threat. I don't really know. But right now, I think I might just stick with Jim for a bit and we'll see what happens. So, this is camp. Yep, introductions, anybody? I think we're all for that. Introductions out of the gate's very important in this game. It allows us to, connect more and get more tribe unity. I mean, hopefully there's nobody like a Louie, so we can get through this quite well, and then in the end we can have a good time, you know? I'm out here to have a good time, but also out here to win $1 million, so I need to keep my eyes open for potential alliances early on. Okay, well, I guess I'll start. Hi, I'm Sarah, and I own a burger store. I'm Ned. I'm a mechanic. I prioritize in airplane machines, actually. Oh, that's cool. I'm Lucas. I'm kind of a Renaissance guy. I play football. I own kind of a business. You know, I do a lot of stuff. Oh, that's very similar to me. I'm a gardener. I write my own books. I do relief teaching sometimes. You know, kind of a Renaissance lady myself. But obviously not to the extreme. Oh, that's cool. I'm Mike. I'm an architect. Sorry, not really a Renaissance guy. That's fine. I'm Lena, and I'm a park ranger. I'm Charles, and I own many stalls on a certain street. And I'm Lindsay, and I drive trucks around with mainly like racing cars in them, so that's kind of my job. Oh, that's cool. We're pretty divided, group in terms of occupations, but I think that's fine. All right, let's get to building our shelter. I prioritize tribe unity overall, so whoever I think I can, connect with is the people I'm going to try and make an alliance with, and I don't know who I'm going to truly connect with, but we'll see. We'll see what happens after we get the shelter built. You good, Marjorie? Yeah, sorry, I'm just a bit tired. That's fine. Completely fine. There we go, guys. Yeah, shelter built. Anybody seen Charles? No, I kind of just wandered off while we were building the shelter. That's suspicious. So, we get the shelter done. Marjorie didn't really help, but I'm fine. She's an old lady. She has an excuse. Charles, on the other hand, doesn't really. He could have lended a hand, but he wandered off. Which is suspicious because this season has like more idols and stuff. And he could be out there looking for one. And so that makes me nervous. So I need to try and figure out if he's found it. And hopefully if he hasn't, I can stop him from finding it. Because quite honestly, I want it. And if Charles has it, that could make him a huge threat. Is it here? No, can't find it. Oh crap, I gotta get out of here. My main priority right now is the idol. I think if I have it in my possession, that will, benefit my game. But I kind of isolated myself from the tribe, so that might put a big target on my back. Maybe if I come back with some like firewood or something, that might make me, seem a little bit more connected to the tribe. But otherwise, I might be behind in socializing right now, and that's not good because I didn't find the idol because Sarah scared me off. Okay, I think the four of us should work together. I'm down. Sure. I'm cool for that. So if we do lose, Charles is probably an option because I don't trust the guy, and maybe Marjorie because she is the weakest member, but I think we should keep Lucas and Lindsay around as they could be benefits, in the strength aspect of the game, Yeah, but we shouldn't overlook them, right? No, we won't. So that was interesting. Yeah. What do you think? Well, I don't know about Ned, really. I know he's trying to play aggressively. I don't mind him. He's alright. Mike, though, I think he's a loose cannon. What do you mean? Well, he's been very quiet. And socially, that's not really good. But quiet people can be quite strategic. So I think we need to keep our eyes open for him, you know? Yeah, no, I agree. Mike worries me. He, overall hasn't been off to the greatest start. He's quite quiet. He doesn't really say much. Socially, he's a bad player, I think. Physically, I don't know how physical he is. He doesn't look the most physical guy. But strategically, he could be dangerous. If he has a strategy, he's not letting anybody know what it is. And sometimes the quietest players are the most dangerous. So he could be dangerous. So I've got to keep my eye on him at all times. Socially, I'm not the greatest player. I have trouble talking to people. I kind of struggle my way through school. I do have friends, but not many. So that's where I'm going to struggle. Hopefully I can get along well with some people. So it's going to be a bit of development for me. Strategically, I think I've got an alright game. Right now, I just want to stick with the numbers. Just get through the early stages of the game and then see what happens after that. Well, everybody's walked off. Charles walked off, don't know where he's gone, and then the other four could be making an alliance, so makes sense for us to stick together. I'm down for it. Yeah, I'd like you to. I'm fine with it. Cool. I'm prepared for Survivor. I brought my best survival gear out. This is the best survival gear I could find. And I'm not in a comfortable position. I do have an alliance, which is good, and I think the other four prioritize Charles as a target over me, Marjorie, and Lindsay. I'm not quite sure. I don't have insight with them. But if we do lose, I could be seen as a big threat. But overall, I think it'd be pretty stupid for them to vote me out. So I think I'll be fine for the early parts of the game. But I need to start making alliances and trying to get the numbers on my side, and then build from there. Okay, let me give you a rundown on the way I'm going to play this game. If I get voted out early because I'm old and could be a liability, I'd be pretty annoyed. But if I get an opportunity to play, I will be one of the smartest players this game's ever seen. I didn't tell these guys, but I have an IQ of 135. I'm very good at puzzles. Socially, I know I'm good because I get along with people half my age. Physically, that's probably my weak point, but that doesn't matter if I survive. So, my game plan right now is to just, get in good with everybody so they keep me around, because socially this game's important, but strategically, my hands are down here right now, but sooner or later my hands will be really in a punching position, ready to knock out everybody with my strategic abilities. Hey. Oh, hey Marjorie, do you want to talk about something? Yeah, so out of everybody here right now, I get the best vibes from you. Do you remember in Season 2 where Will and Gordon, made this pact that they would, it wasn't like an alliance, but they wouldn't vote for each other, and then if they needed each other, they'd kind of work together? Yeah, I watched Season 2, I remember that. Me and you should do the same thing. I like you, Marjorie. I think that's a pretty smart idea. Cool. Marjorie could be a dangerous player, but she's a sweet old lady. I can see that. I want to work with her because I know I can. I need numbers. Numbers are important, as they help with making moves. And if I need her, I could make moves with her, but she could be dangerous to take far, as she knows how to play the game, and she could be quite social. Physically, she's not much of a threat, but I think she's an ideal working partner for early in the game, and then maybe later in the game if I make it to the merge and she's still there. So this could be good for my game overall. Are you ready to get to your first immunity challenge? Yeah! Okay, for today's challenge, 6 members of each tribe will race out to collect 4 pieces of a puzzle. The other 2 members will then attempt to try and recreate this puzzle. The first tribe to finish will win immunity safe from the vote. Losers tribal council, where somebody will be the first person voted out of this game. I can guarantee you no one wants that to be them. Alright, give you a moment to strategize and we'll get started. Okay, for Te Ika, we have Dave, Carl, Phoebe, Jim, Veronica, and Steve racing out to get the pieces. Allison and Liz will be building the puzzle. And for Te Waka, we have Mike, Sarah, Lindsay, Lena, Lucas, and Ned racing out to get the pieces. Charles and Marjorie will be doing the puzzle. There are 4 pieces, so one of the groups will have to run again. Alright, survivors ready? Go! Both tribes have their first duo racing out to get their pieces. There's a lot of pieces out there. Does the first group, who are probably the weakest group, get this biggest piece, the piece closest to them, or the smallest one? This could be pretty time consuming trying to find it. Veronica and Steve have their first piece, they're bringing it back. Mike and Sarah are behind as they're struggling to find their piece, but it looks like they've now found it. Veronica and Steve bring back Te Ika's first point. They are miles in front of Te Waka, who have been dragged behind by Mike and Sarah. Mike and Sarah coming back with Te Waka's first puzzle piece, while Jim and Phoebe are racing out to get their tribe's second piece. Jim and Phoebe coming back with Te Ika's second piece, while Lena and Lindsay are racing out. They need to pick it up though if they want to get their tribe back in this game. Jim and Phoebe bring back Te Ika's second piece. Lindsay and Lena trying to make up some ground. Lindsay and Lena have made up quite a bit of ground for Te Waka. Dave is sprinting out. He's at the puzzle piece, but Carl is quite far behind. He's going to have to wait for his partner. Dave and Carl almost have their piece back, but they could have had it done by now if Dave hadn't ran out that quickly. This, however, has opened the door for Lucas and Ned to get back in this game for their tribe. Ned and Lucas bringing back their tribe's third block. Dave and Carl running out to get their tribe's last block. Te Ika are now starting to pull ahead again. Dave and Carl coming out with their second piece. Lucas and Ned get their second piece back. They need to run out and get some more. And just like that, Dave and Carl get their tribe's fourth puzzle piece back. That means Liz and Allison can start working on the puzzle. Lucas and Ned are racing out to try and get Te Waka's last piece, but they need to pick it up. Okay, did you manage to memorize the puzzle? Yes, I did. Grab me that piece near you. Are you sure? I don't think it's the right piece. Lucas and Ned bringing back the final piece for Te Waka. It looks like Te Ika's puzzle builders are having a bit of an argument though. This could be a setback. Ned and Lucas bring back the final piece. Now the puzzle builders for Te Waka can start building. Okay, I think this was the piece. No, it's not that piece. I told you the bit behind you. It's right next to you. I'm pretty confident. Stop blowing this. Te Ika are kind of having an argument. They had a big lead. Don't choke this away. Oh, it now looks like Te Waka have caught up to Te Ika. Okay, now give me the smallest bit. Yeah, that's the right bit, right? Yes, I know, I remember it. Memorized it. Okay, get the small bit. Well, if the small bit didn't go here, I'm pretty sure it doesn't go on this. Oh, come on! Okay, here we go. Now you ready for the tough bit? Yep, I'll get the pieces. Man, you've got good memory. Yeah, well, I am pretty good at puzzles. Okay, this bit? No, I told you the small bit. I'm pretty sure that's not right. Looks like Te Ika are having a lot of arguments. In fact, Te Waka have, well, overtaken them. But is it right? Oh, it looks like both tribes are up to the same point. Okay, where does this bit go again? Oh, get it up there quick. Come on, quick. Okay, this bit goes there, right? Yep, yeah, let's get it quick. Do I bring it down or do I push it forward? Down, quick. Almost. We're almost there. Oh, Te Ika's puzzle crumbles. Can they get back in this game? Jeff, no. They didn't even get a chance because that is the correct puzzle, meaning Te Waka wins immunity and is safe from the vote. Yeah. Congratulations, Te Waka, on winning immunity. You're safe from the vote. As for Te Ika, tribal council tonight where somebody will be the first person voted out for this game. Alright, grab your stuff, get back to camp. To Ika, I'll see you tonight. Well, thanks to Marjorie, we win. But Marjorie proved herself in that challenge to be very strategic and could be a big threat later on. So if I get a chance when we do lose, I might have to consider throwing her under the bus, which could be villainous. I don't really want to play it that way, but if she's still here later on, she could be very social and strategic, and that could be bad for my game moving forward. Sorry, guys. You're all good. Yeah, that just wasn't your challenge, unfortunately. So I'm angry. Me and Allison had all year to finish that puzzle, and she did absolutely nothing. She screwed us over, and we're going to tribal council for it, so I'm entirely convinced that she's going home tonight, and I'm gonna make sure that happens. So, we're all in agreement, Allison? Yep. Yeah. I mean, she's physically weak, and she's not that smart, so yes, I presume we should just all vote for her. Alright, cool. The 5 of us here, vote for Allison. So we had an opportunity to win that challenge. We were in front for a very long time, and Allison kind of screwed us up. And so I believe that's where we're going tonight, but I want to keep my eyes open for a potential bigger move to be made. At the moment, I think my number one's Veronica, so I'm going to try and get her to help me with keeping our eyes open, and we'll see what happens, because Allison is the target at the moment, but something bigger might come up. So, that's unfortunate, Allison. Yeah, I feel like I kind of costed the win there. Well, to be truthful, you did, but, I mean, the two of us are still wanting to work with you. Well, thanks for your honesty. So, any targets? To be honest, Dave. What do you mean? Well, he's probably our strongest member, but he got a bit cocky by, like, sprinting out and kind of leaving me behind, so that he had to wait a bit while I caught up. So I think if me and him just ran at a normal pace together, we would have done that part of the challenge a lot quicker. So you're telling me he kind of costed the challenge? Yeah, a little bit. He's just a bit cocky, and I think he's in a good position. Okay, I'm down for that. Yeah. Who do we try and flip? Well, we'll just have a look around, we'll keep our eyes open. So Dave's probably the most physical person, maybe out here, maybe in the tribe. And I think that's going to be dangerous later on, so I feel like if me, Steve, and Allison can get 2 other people to flip and get him out, that would be a huge move early in the game. And it just allows me to be in a good position in this tribe. And I have nothing to do with him. He's not somebody I relatively trust. I mean, if I trust you, I'll keep you around. But right now, we've just got to find 2 people we can potentially flip. I know I've kind of costed my team the challenge, but I do think I have aspects to me that might help in some challenges. Just, that challenge wasn't for me. Hopefully we can get a couple people to flip to vote out Dave. I think he's a big threat, and I think if I can survive tonight's tribal, I could go a long way into this game. So I'm nervous, especially because I know I'll probably have my name out there, but hopefully we can get Dave out. Okay, so we wanted to talk to you 2, yeah? So the 3 of us are working together, and we're thinking of voting for Dave, so we kind of need you 2 to flip. Interesting. Why Dave? Well, he's a bit cocky. I mean, like, he sprinted out and kind of left me in his dust, and we think he's a big threat. I mean, yeah, we agree, so we'll think about it. Okay, cool. So you think about it? Yep, totally. That was interesting. Yeah, well, we've got a decision to make tonight. We're the swing votes. Ooh, this game's getting fun. Well, I guess, everything aside, we've got to pick somebody, though. Yeah, so we can go with Allison, vote her out. She's the weakest member. She's going to drag down our team physically and in puzzles and stuff. And I don't really want to go to more than 3 tribal councils at most. Yeah, and Dave, on the other hand, he's a big threat. He could be dangerous down the line, but he's the only, I trust Dave more because we've kind of talked to him a little bit, but they are right, he is a big threat and that could be dangerous. Yeah, both of them have their pros and cons. I honestly didn't think I'd be in this position, but I like it. Me and Jim have so much power tonight. We can go with Dave, big threat, big move on our resume. But I guess we're kind of leaving Veronica and Liz in the dark, which I like Veronica. I don't really have much to do with Liz. Or we could go with Allison, which could be also a good move because she is physically weak and not very smart, so that could be, important moving forward. Because we don't want to lose any more challenges, really. Like, we want to be strong, because the more times you go to tribal, the more times you have a chance of going home, and I don't really want that on my back. Welcome, Taika, to your first tribal council. Okay, Dave, you had a huge lead into today's challenge. How does it feel to have lost the challenge, after all? Well, it sucks, Jeff, because we're going to go down to 7 members. I don't think anybody really wants that. But, that's just the way the game is sometimes. And, I like this group of people, so it especially sucks that one of us have to go tonight. Allison, you kind of screwed the challenge up in the puzzle. How does that make you feel that you could be targeted because of that? Yeah, it sucks, Jeff, but I don't think that performance should really, be my personality. I mean, I'm not physical, I'm not really good at puzzles, but I have other aspects, I'm agile. Well, that's not what you told me. What do you mean? Well, when we were selecting who should do the puzzles, you said, I'm good at puzzles, and I said, well, I'm good as well, and so me and you were put at the puzzle, and then you completely argued about everything I said. Yeah, well, I kind of got confused. No, you seemed pretty confident. I mean, you did say, hey, I'm really good at puzzles, let me do the puzzle. I didn't say that. Yes, you did. I was there. Steve, there's a lot of drama going on at Tribal. How does that make you feel? Oh, I'm loving it. I'm right in the middle of it. This is so much fun. Not really how I pictured the first Tribal going, but this is definitely a lot of fun. Phoebe, there hasn't really been a lot of attention to you in this Tribal, but are you nervous, nonetheless? Yes, Jeff, I'm very nervous. I don't know what's going to happen. There is a lot of drama, but we'll have to wait and see. With that, it is time to vote. Carl, you'll start us off.
I don't even know if you'd know how to get to Sesame Street. I won't miss you. I'm nervous. Hopefully voting for you will get me through tonight's tribal council. Jesus, I've never been more nervous in my life.
I'll tally the votes. If anybody has a hidden immunity idol and you'd like to play it, now would be the time to do so. No? Alright, I'll read the votes. First vote, Allison. Second vote, Allison. That's 2 votes, Allison. Third vote, Dave. That's 2 votes, Allison. 1 vote, Dave. 5 votes left. Fourth vote, Dave. We're tied. 2 votes, Dave. 2 votes, Allison. 4 votes left. Fifth vote, Allison. Sixth vote, Dave. We are tied again. 3 votes, Dave. 3 votes, Allison. 2 votes left. Seventh vote, Allison. That's 4 votes, Allison. 3 votes, Dave. 1 vote left. First person voted out of Survivor, New Zealand. Allison. Allison, that's 5. That's enough for tonight. I'll need you to bring me your torch. Allison, the tribe has spoken. It's time for you to go. Congratulations. That is 1 tribal down. You have many more to go. Grab your torches, head back to camp. Good night. It sucks to be the first person voted out of this game, especially when it kind of felt like I was bullied out.
I mean, Liz's behaviour of me was kind of mean, especially because most of the stuff she said wasn't true. I guess that's the kind of game she wants to play, and I guess the game she played is better than mine because she's still in the game and I'm sitting here telling you my final words, which I kind of hope I wasn't, and I was hoping that Dave would be. And now I'm out of the game, I kind of feel a bit gutted about it, really.
I mean, I don't know what I could have done any better. I had such a botched start by having such a bad performance in the first immunity challenge, and I guess I was always doomed to fail then. It's just disappointing, as I kind of wish I could have made it a little bit further.